Hi, my name's Carmen Quaid and I'm going to show you how to use the free online program Jot Form to create an online form that you can use in conjunction with a QR code and some signage to develop a good electronic visitor register for your farm. So you just start off by setting up your own Jot Form account, which is pretty straightforward. I use my Gmail account and that works quite well. You go to create a form. We go to use templates, and I've set one up based on the MLA and LPA farm visitor register. So if you write Agrifocused, you will see that register, that template come up. So the template's been pre-populated with some standard information, and you'll have to edit that to suit your business. Initially by just double clicking on all of these areas to type your own, choose template, and double clicking on all of the areas you want to change. So you might choose Jones Farm, Jones Trust, and then you might put your property name and the address here. Now obviously if you've got multiple properties located some distance from one another, you'll want to have separate forms with separate QR codes and separate signage set up for each farm. So you can put your farm name here, and I would suggest putting the full address. Now again, double click on this to edit the details. If you've got any particular biosecurity requirements for your farm, so it might be washing down vehicles, you might have a footbath provided, or you want them to report to a particular area of the farm or to contact you on your mobile phone, just double click on that and you can enter and edit all of that information there. Now this visitor ID gives each record within the system a unique identifier. The date is pre-populated, and we'll just edit that here where we can. We've got the options for day, month, year, that's correct. Estimated time of departure, so this doesn't have the capability for them to enter into their own record again and enter their departure time, and often people don't do that anyway, so I've just set it up so that people would put in their estimated departure time, their name, the company they're representing, their phone number, their email address, why they're visiting, and the farm areas that they're accessing. Now you could do a more sophisticated form, and bigger organisations or bigger businesses probably wouldn't be using Jot Form to do this, and they would have ones with specified areas of the farm situated. But here we'd be asking people to write down whether they went to the silos, the yards, to the house, etc. Sign here and click submit. So that's what they're going to do. The settings, you can flick through those and change the name, etc. of your form. You can enable and disable it. You can also have a look at these. The notification, so Jot Form will send you an email with the details when somebody submits a form. It will also send the person that has submitted their email address a record of what they submitted, and that could be really useful in the event of an outbreak where somebody has been in contact with something and they just want to contact everybody that they've sent the information to. You can go to publish over here, and this is great. We can copy this link, copy it to the clipboard, we can save it to our phone and then text it to anyone that we know is coming to visit, or we can email it to them. We can open in a new tab to actually see what's going on and see what our form looks like. So we'll do that now. So this is basically what the form will look like to anyone, and it just shows you how easy it is to fill it in. And you might want to do a few fill-ins just to see how well it works, how well it's presented, or get somebody else in, friends or family, just to try and just check to see that it's all working as it should. The other great thing we can do here, if we click share options, is go down to this, download QR code. If we wait a minute or two, we get our little QR code here. If we press download, that will download it to our computer, and we can then pick up that file. So I'll just double click it from my download folder there, and you can see it appearing. That takes us through, everyone's familiar with this, the COVID QR codes. So basically all the QR code is a graphical version of the web address. So in this case, it's a graphical version of the address for your particular Jot form. You can cut and paste that using Word or Google Docs to make up a sign, or to make up, I'd suggest you might want to do like an A4 handout that if somebody comes and you see them on your farm, and you know they're coming, of course, you just hand it to them and say, can you fill in our visitor register, please? And then they can just hold their phone on that and go through the process. So hopefully that's of help to you. We have to go through and have a look at what we get on the other end. So I'll show you that. So if you go back to the main part of Jot Form, this is one of the ones I've created earlier. So this will be yours, something like that with your family business name and your farm name there. You can go into submissions and inbox. So I'll go into inbox first. And this basically shows you what's been submitted, basically in form version. So we've had one visitor, Andrew Simpson. Here's his phone number. He's from Simpson Grains. He came to pick up grain from the main silos west of the driveway. Now we can then go back and have a look at that in another format under submissions. And this gives you a tabular format. So you can have a look at that. You can download it into a spreadsheet, etc. So once you've got 20 or 30, that might be a good way of looking at them. If you ever need to pass that information on to anybody else, just know that you don't have to copy and paste anything. You can just download it all, email it, download it as a PDF, whatever you need to do. So hopefully that helps you. And if you've got any questions, please find my contact details at agrifocused.com.au. Have a look at our website. We've got a regular email a couple of times a month with farm business hints and tips that might be of interest to you. Thanks for listening. Bye.